man, this fight is still going. I personally, I don't really think that it's overextended. I know a lot of people have talked about that because it's the final fight of the series as far as we know. So I wouldn't really call it overextended and, drag. I don't think it's dragging on. It's shown progress. It's shown to be leading places. It's not just like, oh, long for the sake of being long. This fight is obviously very important, and it is based in their world on a time frame. They have to be able to get Muzan long enough built around so they can expose him to the sun. Which again, like I said, not only do you have literally a time frame that they're fighting this guy, that they have to try and hold this guy, because this is a fight of endurance, not a fight of not just a straight big attacks thing, or anything that would involve like a big flashy move. It's like, no, we already have our plan. Our plan is the sun. We need to hold him here and try and figure things out until it happens. I'm more surprised that like Tanjiro hasn't gotten this new technique and stuff down, but also the fact that Iguro is still in the fight. I was very surprised by that. So far, I actually think he's a pretty interesting character, and I like his backstory. But I thought he would be like knocked out with the other pillars, and this was just going to be like a awakened Tanjiro fight. So I'm all right with that. But obviously, the most important thing about this entire chapter, most important thing, is the cat is still alive. I was very happy to see that. They're saying they made him into like a demon cat, but I'm wondering, like, they cut off his head, so I'm wondering how this cat is still alive. Regardless of which, I'm not going to complain, because I'm happy this cat is still up. It made me sad that they just killed this cat off. I'm like, what does this cat do to anybody? I mean, obviously Muzan was mad because it brought the like elixirs to help cure people, but at the same time, I'm like, dude, it's a cat. Why would you waste your time killing it, especially in this kind of scenario? You're a dummy. But also, come on, don't kill a cat. But luckily, cat is alive. Anyway, we get back to it. You can see like Himejima, he's too wounded to really do anything, and I think he's missing a leg. It looks like it. I can't remember off the top of my head, but I'm pretty sure he got his leg cut off, like right around the ankle. But yeah, he's just missing, like they're all missing parts of him. They're all just kind of like thrashed the hell up. But once Tanjiro, he's still trying to go to connect all the forms. He's still trying to figure out like what steps he's overdoing. He's not getting it perfect. He's got to hone it down to like pinpoint like perfected accuracy. But he's having issues because he's not breathing enough. He doesn't have enough oxygen, so he can't see that whole transparent like X-ray world. He can't see Muzan's like muscles and all these different aspects of him, that he's able to predict things and able to kind of get a guess of what he's going to do before he does it in order to dodge and counter. But luckily, like I said, Iguro was still like in the fight. Iguro decided to come help him. He's got like his eyes like slashed down. Like it looks like his eyes, I'm going to guess they're permanently damaged. But he's like, it doesn't really matter. Like one of his eyes was already bad, so he's not like he was always relying on his sight. But he's got his snake. He's got his little snake buddy who's going to help him, be his senses for him. Which ended up bothering the hell out of Muzan, because here he is, having his moves predicted and followed by an animal. And that just made him even grumpier, which I thought was pretty funny. I mean, he's got animal instincts, so with a snake, the snake would be able to like see from like his body heat and stuff from the way snakes, or was it? I don't remember what it's called, but you know what I mean. It's not. Is it thermal? They can see thermals. I don't know. I don't know the correct term, but you can see snakes. They stick their tongue out and stuff. There's like smells and heat and stuff. Listen, I actually don't know. What is a snake scientist? Study of snakes. I don't know. I'm gonna Google that after this. Anyway, there was like actually really impressive feat, because Kimetsu no Yaiba doesn't have a lot of like large destruction feats, like a lot of displays of just like outright power. But Muzan tearing apart that whole like chunk of a building was actually pretty impressive. And it's obviously, you could say like, oh, this series, has bigger feats. I'm like, yeah, but you got to keep in mind that like what's big for them versus what's big for this series, even if it's way smaller. I mean, it's not like you could see like, oh, this guy threw a moon at somebody. It's like, well, you got all these crazy like bigger characters and all these other things. It doesn't take away the impressiveness of it. But as it were, now they're they're getting some danger, and Tanjiro's trying to help him. They're trying to just stall out time right now. They're trying to just get the motions perfected. I almost used the panel where you had Iguro's like white snake and Tanjiro's like fire dragon, but I don't know. I really like the two that I chose. Like this one, I think is just really cool because it's like that onslaught of Muzan, and the whole aging potion is still going to him. It's still weakening him. It's still gradually weighing him down piece by piece by piece, just making him slower, making him have to divert more of his abilities in order to keep up with it, which is pretty, like I said, pretty cool in how they're gonna beat him through him just endurance of the sun, but also the gradual like breakdown of this aging elixir that is just heavily breaking his body apart and heavily like just making him so much more brittle in age. And actually some of his scars start to form in his body too, which were from Yoriichi, and it's showing like his weak points, areas where he hasn't fully recovered. So it burnt it into his body at the cellular level. I'm wondering if that means the red sword can hurt at the cellular level, burn cells, make permanent damage spots, even if they're, have regenerative abilities. I guess it would only really work towards demons, I guess, but still, I have to be demons and then demons like around their level. I'm not facing anything like ridiculous, but either way, now I like this because it's showing that events from the past and events from the present are all kind of like connecting together to take this guy down. It's been very fast reads lately, but that's just because of the way that the manga is being presented right now. It's a lot of choreography like usual, but I think it's going way more fluid. It's way more of like it wants you to kind of feel like the time frame moving. It wants you to kind of like get lost in what's going on, which is understandable. Like I said, I don't think this is dragging on. I'm more like surprised that that they haven't really died at the like Iguro. I thought it was just going to be a Tanjiro fight from like here on to the end of the story. But other than that, comment below, thumbs up the video, from the like button, subscribe button, and check out my other videos. But I appreciate when you already subscribed. I thank you all for listening. Bye.